Hello there, YouTube. It's your boy B3, back with another kicking, you guessed it, action figure review. Today we are looking at the Bandai Movie Monster series, Ultraman Anime Season 2, Ultraman. This is Shinjiro in his anime suit. To be honest, the differences in the anime and manga suits are so minimal that this works good as a manga one for me. I do prefer the manga. I know that's such a normie thing to say, but I do. He still has tag attached. I will be cutting it off. There is a picture of his character from the show. I read more of the manga than I've seen in the show. There's all the legal information inside. And then here's the back. Bandai Namco, Season 2. Very fun. So, yeah, let's snip that puppy off. And then, as on all these vinyls, you kind of just gotta push that into the figure. So if you ever get one of these on eBay that doesn't have tag and you hear something rattling inside, it might just be that tag, but mine usually hold pretty firm in there. But I might have one or two that are like that. But yeah, I'm going to show you articulation first. It is exactly what you expect, as the classic kaiju YouTubers called it, ultra articulation, with the 360 on the arms. And, uh-oh, there's no waist articulation. That's right. Got your hopes up, didn't I? That is kind of a bummer, because I don't really see a reason for there not to be. Like, it's already two parts, see? But it doesn't move. Why is it glued? I mean, look at all these other Ultras. They got it. Little boy here has it. Wouldn't it cost more to glue it together than to just leave it as articulation? I don't know. I actually don't know the answer to that question. But I know it's less fun. A lot less fun. Like, I mean, I actually don't mind these vinyls limited articulation. I'm fine with it. As long as I have, like, a good, affordable version of the character, I'm happy. But, that's not great. He's not painted much on the back. He's got some, a little more than expected, actually, on the arms and stuff. A lot of, like, the smaller 500 Spark Doll scale ones will cut off halfway and it'll be blank on the back. But he's got some trailing back here and etc. There's not terribly much going on up here, but it's a little more than you would expect on the smaller ones like the Ultraman Titus I showed you a second ago. But it seems like plenty on the front. He's got nice yellow eyes and a bright color timer. I mean, he looks pretty good from the front, and that's how I'm going to have him displayed, front facing, so that works for this little fella. Ella. Alright, but the sculpt, as always on the Movie Monster series, well, maybe not literally always, but most of the time is quite good. I think they captured the character rather well. Now, let's get into size comparisons. I actually have many things to show him with. First off, this is a human-sized Ultraman. This is a guy in armor with alien DNA. So I'm going to show him next to some human-sized characters and to some kaiju-sized characters. So here he is with the Power Rangers Lightning Collection, Dino Thunder Black. He's a little taller than him, but honestly, it's probably fine. It's okay. Especially after you would pose Tommy up, it'd be good. Here's the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Mesogog. Also, that works for me. What other Toku Terrors do we have, eh? How about the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Cyber Villain Blaze? They actually look really cool together. Now, let's show even more of these fuckers. Let's move on to some Japanese figures, though. Here's the Sentai Hero Series Super Zenkaiser. I actually think they scale pretty perfectly together. So he's going to scale great with that. And then another one from Zenkaiser here is the Super 2 Kaiser. And I think they're pretty perfect as well, especially since Shinjiro is technically a teenager. So yeah, he's going to scale perfectly with your Sentai Hero Series figures. Now let's move on to the Rider Hero Series. Here's the Rider Hero Series 05 Kamen Rider Saber Dragonic Knight. And you know what? They're pretty excellent as well. So he'll scale well with the Rider Hero Series 2. Perfect. Now, let's show him with some Ultraman stuff. Here he is with The Ultra Monster Orb Hyper Zeton Death Scythe, that's just not going to work on any level. Even if you're pretending this is Kaijin sized, or if you're pretending this is Kaiju sized, that's still not good. And the same goes for the Ultra Hero Series 66 Ultraman Titus. Yeah. Also, just no way in hell. Sorry. But then we have the 2007 Ultra Monster Series EX Arc Bogal, or Arch Bogarl, whatever you want to call her. They work pretty well together. If she was Kaijin-sized, or if he was Kaiju-sized, they would be a great match. So that's great. That's wonderful. He'll scale well with those older Ultraman monsters. Now, how about some American Godzilla stuff? Here he is with the Bandai Creations Gigan. This is a reissue Gigan, the one I use for G&G. Pretty good. Works for me. And then last but not least, the first release of the Bandai Creations Final Wars Godzilla, which I also use for G&G. Can you tell I might have filmed a G&G thing recently? It was Ask G&G. Hooray! Subscribe to the second channel to watch Ask G&G. But they look pretty cool together as well. Yes. Okay. Now, since he's human-sized, let's show him with another human-sized monster. This is technically a Toku creature, even though a lot of people don't think of this as Toku. It is the NECA Xenomorph Warrior from Alien Resurrection. This was a recent grab of mine. The alien is huge compared to him, but it's kind of supposed to be. It's a little big for him, but you could kind of probably make it work, especially if you had it crawling. It's a little big for him, but I wanted to show him with kind of a human-sized critter. Now, out of all those size comparisons, most of those have been reviewed. The Godzilla and Gigan, Arc Bogarl, those have all been reviewed. Super 2 Kaiser, Super Zen Kaiser have both been reviewed. Cybervillain Blaze, Mesagog, Dino Thunder Black Ranger, and Hyper Death Scythe Zeton have all been reviewed. I have not reviewed that Xenomorph Warrior, the Kamen Rider Saber Dragonic Knight, or the Ultraman Titus, so definitely subscribe because they're going to be reviewed very, very soon. But yeah, final thoughts on this guy. He's pretty cool. It's nice to have some bigger Ultramen again, thanks to the movie Monster series doing these guys, as well as Shin Ultraman stuff, you know? It is nice. He scales excellently with the Sentai Hero series and Rider Hero series, so if you want some human-sized Ultramen to fight alongside your Sentai Heroes and your Kamen Riders, this is perfect. This is absolutely perfect for that. Literally, the back paint doesn't bother me terribly much. He has some. There could be more, but once again, this is a cheap kid's figure from Japan, you know? So that's not really an issue. But my big issue is the waist. It should have articulated. We have so little points now, so just give us what you can, okay, Bandai? But that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below, Facebook, Twitter, etc. And I'll see you all, you guessed it, next time. Bye for now.